Well, hello there. Today we have an '04 Ram 1500 4x4. Customer reported it has a vibration. He's had it looked at by a front end shop and they said they couldn't find anything wrong with it. Well, I asked him what the vibration felt like. He said when you're slowing down, it vibrates. Well, I took it for a road test and it has a classic driveline vibration on decel. The first thing you're going to look at is universal joints. I think that's a problem. Wow, that's probably the worst U-joint I've seen that hasn't failed. Let's turn the light on here. That's wrecked the drive shaft because it's actually gone right through the cap and into the drive shaft. Yeah, that was like a few kilometers from flying off. Well, you would have figured out what his noise is. Well, it's ruined the drive shaft. The drive shaft ear is screwed. Well, the front one's shot too. How about this drive shaft? There's some rust coming out of that joint, so it's questionable. It doesn't feel like it's got any play in it, but it certainly looks like it might be on its way too. And it's got a CV joint at the back. Well, I can't believe that, well, maybe nobody took this thing for an actual ride, because I mean, most technicians should be familiar with a driveline vibration, at least in my opinion. So I see the rust coming out of the bottom of the lower ball joints. These are non-greasable ball joints. So I decided I better check them. So it needs two lower ball joints as well. I wonder seriously if this guy had it looked at by a front end alignment shop or not. So this Dodge truck needs a TPS. If I wiggle the connection at the TPS voltage jumps around and the engine stalls. When I walked past the truck, I thought I could smell gasoline. I'll have a look at this fuel supply line going into the fuel rail here. It is compromised, and that's a nylon line or a braided steel line. Damn, I don't know if I can fix that. I think that's nylon. Well, it's got to be repaired. It's no good. It's dripping gasoline right on the intake manifold. Yeah, it's a little bit leaky. Too bad it didn't catch on fire. Would have saved them all this trouble. Well, way to go, Dodge. They used a braided steel line, stainless steel at this end, but at this end, this elbow is mild steel, and that elbow is rusted out and seeping gas. So we're going to try to make up a piece of line using that Dorman repair kit. Let's see how that's going to work out. So there's lots of good fittings and adapters in this repair kit. For instance, this particular one, 5/16 quick coupler, would go right on the fuel rail, and it would put a piece of 5/16 nylon line, and then a nylon line to, here it is here. There, that's what I need right there. 5/16 line to a 5/16 ferrule fitting on the nylon or on the stainless line. So let's make it up. Well, that worked pretty good. So a piece of 5/16 nylon line, barb to 3 or 5/16 ferrule fitting, and a push lock fitting at this end. These crimp connectors come with the kit. So that's going to replace that, I hope. So there's the fuel line repaired. It's not leaking. I pressurized the system. It should be good to go. Certainly better than it was. Now all we got to do is order up a TPS. So here's the part number of this Dorman kit for repairing nylon fuel lines. It has saved my bacon a couple of times now. All kinds of places you could use this. You can even make up an entire line, which I did for a Buick once, all the way from the fuel tank to the fuel rail, instead of the steel line. Made it out of 3/8 nylon line. Just, I got it on Amazon, so if you search 800-300 Dorman, you'll find this kit.